Although spirits were high inside Malden Mills this afternoon, it is yet to be seen if this company can survive. In Lawrence, Massachusetts, Mike Garrity, WBZ4 News. Among the hardest hit are luxury units. They're no longer sold out and they've dropped over 30% from their original asking price. Here on the streets of Jeddah, with the vice president gone and the Saudi leadership choosing not to support U.S. action in Iraq, a feeling of uneasiness continues to linger. Reporting in Jeddah, I'm Mike Garrity. Now, Emerson's recent efforts to buy and sell buildings on campus may leave some students without a home. EIV's David Kwan takes a look at the future of on-campus housing. There's been a lot of talk about the elections in April for the Student Government Association president. Here's EIV's Allison Sonfis with an update on the controversy. As we come to the end of the semester, you might be thinking about moving off campus. EIV's Debbie Lee spoke to some off-campus experts about some things to consider before making the move. It had all the trappings of an old-fashioned pep rally as workers joined management, politicians, and CEO Aaron Fierstein in support of Malden Mills.
This Polytech promise is all made here in Lawrence, Massachusetts, USA.
6 years ago, Fierstein became a national symbol for workers for his decision to rebuild the company following a devastating fire and to keep his employees on the payroll.
Aaron Fierstein stood up there that morning and said, we're going to rebuild right here. We're going to rebuild in Methuen and in Lawrence. We're going to give those workers the jobs they had. And out of the ice and snow and the residue of that fire, here we are with Polytech and Malden Mills alive, and it has a future.
That loyalty won the backing of politicians who today made a sales pitch for the fabric that put Malden Mills on the map.
And today is the day we kick off our effort to make sure that men and women all across Massachusetts and throughout the country make the promise during this year that they're going to buy Polytech when they do their shopping.
By making the Polytech promise, the now bankrupt company is hoping to raise morale and more than $10 million.
And if we have enough sales, we make a profit and we win the ball game.
With the weather turning colder, company officials hope the warmth and spirit in today's rally will help translate into sales. In Lawrence, Massachusetts, Mike Garrity, WBZ4 News. Disturbing pictures like these continue dominating the airwaves. New fears such as anthrax are being talked about constantly. All of this is concerning parents who are worrying about how their children are being affected.
This is an opportunity for kids to develop their own resilient way of dealing with things, and I think parents who respect that will find that the kids are better than we are at handling this kind of stress.
Child health experts Dr. T. Barry Brazelton and Dr. Joshua Sparrow are taking to the airwaves, educating parents and easing their minds.
I don't think that there is any one right way of handling things, and so much of it has to do with how a family copes, and in some families people deal with things directly, and some families people deal with things indirectly, and I think this is a time for people to really fall back on the traditions and values and coping styles that are customary for their families.
Through WBZ's David Brudnoy Show and their book, Touchpoints 3 to 6, Your Child's Emotional and Behavioral Development, Doctors Brazelton and Sparrow are trying to make an impact.
We've been going to New York City to try to help families think about what their children are going through.
Now, the best advice that doctors can give to parents is to have parents listen to their children and to keep a watchful eye. Reporting in Boston, I'm Mike Garrity, WEBJ News. A shifting of paradigms taking place from the moment a small group of